So filler I had 8 years ago finally flared up. I have swelling underneath my eye. I have pain. I can see, but 8 years ago, there's filler there. I dissolve a little bit every year, as you know, and it comes to the surface. It's on the bone. Filler does migrate, but it's looked good up until now. I'm going to take you through today what filler it was, why did it flare up, what this means. If I dissolve it, will I lose my facial fat? Will I end up with more of a hollow? I'll tell you what this means for you and what are some options if you don't want to have filler, because it is a foreign body. So first of all, this happened a couple days ago. It's a little bit better today, but you can see it's painful, hard, it's red, irritated. And when I got up, I could see that I was seeing kind of like something in my visual field. I'm like, wow, and it was sore. So what are the possibilities that this could be? Number one, allergic reaction, like allergies. If your sinuses, if you're allergic to trees and things, filler's a foreign body, it could react to that. There's infection. There's infection that's encapsulated, which is very hard to treat, called biofilm. Delayed onset nodules. Some fillers just cause nodules a long time later. Because of the technology used, we call them delayed onset nodules, and they need antibiotics. Sometimes you put people on steroids, something called colchicine, different things you can use. That's a bit of a stubborn one to get rid of, but that's a possibility as well. People are going to say, well, it's your eye. Could blindness occur? Well, blindness occurs when, as you're injecting it or hours after. Very, very rare, because let's go to 1 in 100,000 will be an accepted number. One person of 100,000 people who are injected might get blindness. Let's put that in relative terms. Driving a car, what's your risk of getting maimed, severely handicapped, or killed in an accident? Is 1 in 100. So filler is very, very safe in terms of blindness. Of course, depends on who puts it in there. I feel very comfortable doing these procedures, done them for many years. Your risk is probably way lower with me than many other people. You could put a needle directly in the eye if you're not careful. So the experience of your provider, there's many great providers out there. You have to choose one. But because it involves the eye, you do consider infection, something called orbital cellulitis. So you always want to talk to your practitioner. Infection in and around the eye, it can be an immediate problem. Why did I have it? Okay, I was out kite surfing 3 days ago, 30 knots of wind, sand everywhere. I liken it to that. So what do? I look inside my eye, and there's a little red dot there. And that's where there's a little pustule, a little sty, as you might call it. That sty created a reaction in the body, an infectious type of reaction. Now that will be loculated or kept to that one area, the pocket of pus, but it created enough white blood cells, cytokines, inflammatory factors to come in and attack my filler too. And that's what's happened. So as that sty goes, I'm expecting the reaction to the filler to go, but I don't know that. You're going to have to wait and see. I won't go on any steroids. I won't go on any drops. I won't go on any antibiotics at this point. Watchful waiting, positive thinking, send my white cells there, heal the eye, this should heal. Why might it stay? The reason is when the body attacks anything, it might attack that filler. It might disrupt the cross-linking of the filler. The filler is called what we call bacterial cross-linked. And then make the filler a little more hydrophilic. So it'll want to draw water. And so even as this all settles down, I might end up with a baggy under eye. Understand, certain fillers will do it and other ones won't. I'll tell you which filler this was in a moment. But what if I had to dissolve it? Am I worried? I'm not. I've dissolved thousands and thousands of faces, never had a problem, never saw people have problems with their SMAS or with their facial fat. I don't discount that that can happen at all. I believe it can happen. I use a special type of dissolver that's made by DNA technology, we'll put it that way. It's not a compounded version of hyaluronidase. I believe that helps. So depending on the type of dissolver, or the type of enzyme, the type of hyaluronidase that you use, there's DNA recombinant technology that we use now. It's expensive to dissolve, but I'm willing to spend that for my patients, and they're going to pay me for that, but I'm not going to deal with facial fat loss. But let's say you did. Let's say I had a certain type of dissolver, and I had to dissolve here. What's going to happen? Well, there'll probably be more of a hollow. Not because I got rid of my facial fat, but because I'm 8 years older, and I needed that filler there, and now it's gone. So I can have a hollow. It doesn't mean I lost facial fat. It means that I've aged. Now, let's take it to the next step. You know I haven't done filler in 8 years here. And so what could it be? Well, what am I doing instead? Platelet-rich fibrin, all natural blood draw. I much prefer that because your body will never do this to your own product. It will only do this reaction to a foreign body, foreign substance, which in my case, I have a foreign filler there. And that's why sometimes no matter what, you have to go in and dissolve it. But I am zero scared of doing that, and for the reasons therein. Now, if I did have a SMAS problem where I dissolved it, if I did have more of a hollow than I wanted, very easy fix. I put PRF in there, or PRF gel. I get on my Plasma Restore vitamin. Of course, I'll make that will be made available to people in the next several months, and my Plasma Restore cream. Okay, so those are things that I put all of my patients on that get platelet-rich fibrin that most people don't have access to now, and I'll make them available, but that is something you can do. So it's a fixable problem should it happen, understand that. So which filler did I have 8 years ago? So I put Voluma on the bone, and all fillers can migrate. And I want to tell you, all fillers can do this because they're all foreign bodies. Some have a more of a propensity to do it. Others have a less likelihood of having this reaction. What do? I still inject Voluma. I still like Voluma. I do less of it, but I'm not blaming it at all on the product. Understand that. Any filler can do this. And understand, I've dissolved little bits every year as it's moved from my bone and migrated forward. Yes, filler migrates. Does that freak me out? No. And it's never been shown, filler in the face has never been shown to cause a cancer or cause an inflammatory problem. But for me, my choice going forward is biostimulators like platelet-rich fibrin. And you have that choice. Many people are comfortable with fillers, and that's okay too. But that was the product and placed on the bone with a needle technique. So what's the takeaway for you? Number one, if you're going to have fillers done, understand this is part of the deal. You have to be willing to accept that this can happen. I'm not worried one bit about it, okay? And I'm not gonna even intervene. I'm not gonna go on steroids. I'm not gonna dissolve it yet. Might take an antihistamine. Let's just watchful waiting. I don't much care. If it doesn't look good, I'm okay with that. And you understand too. Hopefully it doesn't occur before some big engagement for you, but this is part of the game. But you have options. You can go all natural. I think the other takeaway is the less people do, the better. Now, if you're talking, you're going to compare it to surgery. Well, the risks of surgery are extremely high. Of course, everything's permanent. Your side effects are not like this, where you can manage them in this way. They're often permanent. You're talking nerves. You're talking an untoward smile, a pull look, too much of a vertical lifted look. You're talking fat transfer that didn't take. You're talking if you want to tweak it a little bit, you can't just go get another surgery. That's a big deal. The recovery is huge. So I'd much rather do tweakments over time and deal with little things like this than to think of a surgical route. But how about avoid it all? What could you do? Some people are freaked out even by this. Okay, great. I get it. Number one, sleep. Number two, nutrition. Number three, exercise. The best thing for the skin. And you want to watch my videos on exercise. Number four, you want to avoid having a lot of pollutants, sun exposure. So wearing your sunscreen. And of course, the best skincare in the world. Understand with skincare, it's not a facelift, it's a long-term game. And you're not going to have a sagging face and lift it in 1 to 2, 3 weeks with skincare. You're using your skincare so you never have to get fillers, so you never have to have surgery, so you never have to have intervention on the face. But if you do, understand 99.9% of the complications and more are easily taken care of. And of course, you would think, call and freak out to my provider. So go easy on your provider, because understand, especially if we're using all natural treatments, but any treatment, A 90% success rate is very, very good. Meaning if you get a PRF injection under the eye for eye bags, and I'm gonna get 60% of people only need 1 session of PRF. Next, I'm gonna have about 80% of people are gonna be very happy with 2 sessions of PRF under the eye. That's your blood product I'm talking about now. So you're using your own stem cells to make it better, your own body. No foreign body goes in with that. But I'm gonna have 5% of people that do not respond. They're just not gonna have enough response of their body. I can't predict that. So your provider's not only getting calls with people freaking out with a reaction to filler, but they're getting calls from people that maybe didn't get enough result when they went for their own body's products, because it's unpredictable to the tune of about 5%, which is phenomenal. But that means if you see 100 people in a week, 5 of them are unhappy. And those 5 will write reviews, those 5 will say it doesn't work, and those 5 will want their money back. So med spas or your practitioner are gonna deal with this, people freaking out with this, and then on the other hand, people not getting enough results. So go easy on them. The majority of clinics just want to get the best result for you. It all costs money. There's all variability. These things can happen. That's how I'm dealing with it. I'm going to update you. I want to hear, you're going to have a lot more questions. Ask me in the comments below. I'll answer. Stay tuned here. Keep your skin and body beautiful, healthy, vibrant.